6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams, Michael Kerr, and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team on M1047 as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday on M104.7 FM. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Add some value to your good times with a Wow Bucket from KFC.
You have no time to cook cause you're stuck in traffic. You're working late, don't worry, we got it. Life hectic, KFC's a flick. For real value, come get it. Wow Bucket, wow, get yours now. When you only go where you like me. Wow Bucket, good for every bucket. Together is better with a Wow Bucket.
7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95. Bringing people together. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Steiners. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked with all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches. Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau as low as $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Soup Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. A la carte with burgers, fries, nuggets, gyros, loaded hot dogs. Just about anything you could think about. From 6 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. For more information, call 382-9347 to place your order. Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open 7 days a week at St. James.
The big question today, how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options. Purchase 2 4-foot LED tube or 1 8-foot or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James or call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620 or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, time check, it's approximately 15 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you listen to the Ground Report, yours surely the pitbull of radio. Lennox Smith, Michael Kerr. Really, Pitbull and Lennox Smith in studio. Mr. Pleasant, good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to you. To all senior citizens, good morning to you. To the physically challenged disabled people, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting our sister Isle Tobago, Silver Fox, Mother Bernie, all a pleasant good morning to you all.
Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
Nice. Let me say a pleasant good morning.
Into the darkness you shine.
To all senior citizens, good morning to you.
Ashes we rise.
Physically challenged disabled people, good morning. Not forgetting all the loyal listeners, callers, well-wishers, haters, critics, good morning to you. Most important morning to all stakeholders, patriots, Trinbagonians, people that will put their God, their family first, before the race, religion, and politics, which is destroying this country. Oh boy. I say a pleasant good morning to those of you that look on us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. Yes, the other day when we had a little breakdown, we remain up on Real Media. And man, new callers. Yeah, new callers had their part, and which was good, which was real good. So I hope you all take part while everything is up and running. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Darren C. Paul, Dennis C. Paul, Karen, good morning. Kenrick Prasad, good morning. Savin, Ramnarain, good morning.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop?
Akash, good morning. Mina Steiner,
God is with us.
Jimmy Rankrick, good morning to you.
And if our God is for us,
Akbar Mohammed, good morning. Hey, Small Boy Electrical, good morning. But don't forget if only want anything by Small Boy Electrical, say just pass, tell them Pitbull price. He just give people good prices. A&A Doubles and Roti, Noel and you guys out there, Gita, Brown, all of you. Kevin, son-in-law, daughter, all of you, a pleasant good morning. Darren, DNS Automotives, good morning to you. Cyrus, good morning. Makano, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy, no longer I say morning to Dr. Karen. Researcher 1, Terry Ranks, good morning. Miss Brooklyn, good morning. Miss John Auntie Pat, good morning. Esther in Tobago, Bernie. The Fox, Silver, good morning to each and every one of you. I say morning to Pumpman. Pumpman, good morning. Miss Lorna, good morning. Miss Lawrence. go forget my partner, Reggie's. Reggie's, good morning to you. Reggie's Enterprise, y'all. Yeah, just pass and ask for Sean. Yeah, tell Sean the Pitbull send you all. Yeah. He's a loyal listener, man. He offers service such as tires and batteries, motor vehicle inspection, mechanical repairs, fleet maintenance, tire alignment, wheel balancing and rotation, nitrogen installation, auto body repair. Yeah, it's authorized agent for all motor insurance, major motor insurance, windscreen replacement, wrecking service, all of that. Sean Reggie's, all you just pass by Reggie's, ask for Sean. If you go dress so, he ain't go get you. Ask for Sean, the boss man. Tell him the Pitbull price.
Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you.
Yeah, so make sure pass ask for Sean Reggie's, man. And make sure he will give all of that Pitbull price. But they offer a range of things. The next thing is, I'm going to say condolences to Ruby Gem family and kids. Yes, Ruby Gem, who used to conduct a course with Robert Amar. Ruby Gem have passed away. Think about 2 days ago, Saturday also. Yep. Many people just dropping. That's why every day we all have to live life in a way to be happy. Hey, Joe Ali, a pleasant good morning. Primraj, good morning to you all. All of you on Real Media. TT Bomati, good morning. 007, man. Good morning to all of you. Indra, good morning. June, good morning. Prasad, a pleasant good morning. Matilda Rose, good morning. Samantha, good morning to you. Royal Glasgow, good morning. Showin, a pleasant good morning. All of you that are locked on. Ram Prasad, a pleasant good morning. Sabrina, good morning. Salam Singh, yes, good morning. Tara, good morning. Balrup, you're still out there? Good morning to you. Pamela, a pleasant good morning. Hema, good morning. Oh, Judy Ali, a pleasant good morning. All of you, man. Tyra, good morning. All Tyras. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Dave and Denise. Also Dave and Deborah. Deborah and Dave, good morning to you all. Postman.com, AAK, Postman.com, and the family, Vika, all of you. A pleasant good morning. Tony, your brother and all of you, good morning, man. Good morning. It was a long, well, it was up to me. Oh boy, I find the day's taking long, which I believe is good, yes. But it's just bad because it's more long separation or pressure with this Rowley government. Michael Scotland, a pleasant good morning. Rishi Ali, a pleasant good morning. Mommy Pearl, good morning. Bix, good morning to you. John, good morning. Mala, Madam Mala Badesi, yes. Maki Thunderbug, Thunderboom, good morning. When Maki Thunderboom they come in. Doll, good morning, Doll. I will go for it. Natasha, good morning. Angela, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy. All of you. Nadira, good morning. Carmen, good morning. Wow. So much of you all already lock on early. Biznat, Prasad, good morning. All the lock on. Richard Young. Early, man. Very good, very good. What's on your front burner? And those of you that are locked on, we look forward to hearing your contribution. There's some people here, some of the voices behind the lives sometimes, man. Miss Shirley, good morning. Peter, good morning. Hi, Peter Dindial. Good morning to you. Virginia Mirage. Good morning, all of you that are locked on. Good morning to you. Oh boy, let me organize. Let's see what's on the front burner this morning. Let's see what's on the front burner. How was your weekend? Let's know how was your weekend. All right, Kamala Pleasant, Kamala Goodrich, good morning to you, man. Kenry Prasad, you always lock on to, man. Good morning. Logan, good morning. Yes. Sunu, good morning. All of you. So how was your weekend, Trinidad and Tobago? How was your weekend? While we do that, let me say a pleasant good morning to Lennox Smith. A pleasant good morning to you. While I look to just go through some of the papers here a little bit. Oh boy, let's see what's in the headliners. What go on this weekend? Let me see what the motor toll look like. We know, I think it was I think 288. I think it was 12 away from a 300.
I've lost count, so I am, just have to play it by ear because, every day you expect it is part of the normal expectations of citizens on a daily basis in Trinidad and Tobago. Courtesy, of course, an incompetent, what I consider to be moribund administration. Clearly, the Rowley administration has collapsed. That being as it may, a pleasant good morning. Oh, are you hearing me loud and clear, Andy?
Yes, I am.
Yes, indeed. Of course, a pleasant good morning to all and sundry, East, West, North, South, Central, or Friends and Tobago, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web, a pleasant good day to you. Yes, indeed. Of course, the weekend has been, as per usual, more of the same, but more devastating, and of course, giving, or should I say, creating another cog, nearing, of course, if not the absolute, but certainly nearing in close proximity to collapse of the Rowley administration. We have heard, of course.
But safe condolences to the UBGM family now. Go ahead.
Well, of course, what happened, you want me to make my deduction, then of course I will do what I have to do. But if you want me to do it now, no problem. Yeah. Condolences to the family of our colleague, former colleague, I suppose I have to say now, Ruby, and of course it was a shocker, and I was hoping that it would not have been that tragic news that has now been confirmed, because the people were calling from all over the place, asking whether or not we are aware of her demise. So it has now been confirmed, and our condolences go out. Andy have, of course, started the ball rolling, and of course, it's only for me to add my own sentiments and my own sympathy, and of course, asking, of course, the surviving family and others who may have been associated with Ruby to say to you, but this is part of life. Frankly, a part of life is dying, and of course, it's something we don't get accustomed to, but have to, of course, endure and of course expect. So, once again, our condolences go out to the bereaved family of Ruby. I think she was a wonderful person. She did what she had to do. She entertained and she informed, and now that she has to be replaced, we put it that way, or now that she has gone, of course, I don't think such a person could be replaced in the way that she has brought some unique perspective to issues relating to Trinidad and entertainment and across the board. And of course, dealing with women in particular issues. But that is the reality of Trinidad and Tobago. That being as it may, once again, over the weekend, what we have had, more
talking to Mike.
More of the same. Are you hearing me clearly now?
Yeah.
More of the same, but a deepening and troubling development over the weekend. There is never a dull moment as far as strategy, chaos, and poor governance, and deception, corruption, nepotism, cronyism, like this Rowley administration. So we have, of course, the specter of Gary Griffith saying, "Well, I don't know anything." It appears that he wants to target me, and as far as the revelation of an attempted coup or making arrangements to destabilize or to overthrow the Rowley administration. Of course, we laughed at it when.
But the funny song, the Rowley song, and this pattern looking like a kind of Venezuela kind of pattern, kind of cool one. This and everybody just bad with you. So everybody just don't like Rowley dresser. Come on, man, that be something you doing wrong.
I think Kamala Prasad in a press release describe it, characterize it as the cat something, the cat scare or something of that nature. And anyway, is a person who, of course, not wanting to face the reality or is unable to face the reality of that which he was or his regime was elected to do. And then, of course, come up with these, I call it phantasmagorical, but I think she came up with deflections in order to try to deflect attention away from incompetence, impotence, nepotism, cronyism, and all of the corruption that we see spawning in this, in and among this particular administration. Of course, the latest, well, the Warners, the Warner again is in the highlight, and of course the whole issue, and the opposition is correct. I think Saddam Hussein put it very succinctly. That is, of course, we have several things we have to look at now. Warner and contracts with this government, including, of course, the office or the facility of the Prime Minister in Tobago. His getting a beautiful discount under the Ironers Gate, not only for him and his family and his wife, I should say, his immediate family, but also, of course, his daughter, talking about a discount by Warner, the salesperson, from whom the Rowleys bought townhouse apartments, which of course you and I visited during the course of the THA elections, and was looking for Dr. Rowley to find out, certain things which I would not mention at this point in time, but certainly, of course, other issues such as the land that may have been allocated to them or that company in Trinidad. And of course, I want to tell Laventilians now that Dr. Rowley was in Success Laventil Secondary School, and he made the Warners the centerpiece of progress of an African family. Very important. The Warners as an African family. And of course, he compared that with a very successful family in New York that got contracts, even, of course, to do some work at the Kennedy Airport. I remember that very distinctly. And he held up the Warners as that pinnacle, as that should I say, iconic symbol to suggest that is the path you must travel, and that those who are attempting, of course, to decry, and those who are attempting to say that you are dishonest, or that they are trying, of course, because you are black skinned, because that he was raised baiting, of course, and in Laventil, of course, telling young people you must emulate, and that is the exemplar you must, of course, follow, and people will unrealistically and maybe jealously attempting, of course, to decry and to play down the efforts of the Warners. Well, this is the repercussions that we're seeing, a close relationship. And if it is that is Dr. Rowley's example to the Laventil youths and the African community in the main in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, of course, what he has actually said, that you must have good friends in government in order for you to artificially, clearly, artificially gain prominence, advance yourself in business in order for you to generate and become as competitive, or should I say, to become wealthy as these people have. I mean, that is the lesson. Ultimately, everything Dr. Rowley says always have something sinister, something evil, something wicked, something unreal and fake about it. And this is another case. Of course, the Warners have claimed that they did not get any assistance as far as getting a blasting license is concerned, as far as getting the FUL license is concerned. Although circulating in the media right now is a streak of correspondence via WhatsApp, where in one instance, Dr. Rowley is asking the then sitting commissioner of police about the Warner's FUL, the firearms users license, and that another very troubling one, all of which are in themselves are troubling, but this one I think is the creme de la creme.
We mean circling in the so it our WhatsApp pictures out.
Yeah. WhatsApp notes sent to Gary Griffith, who was the commissioner of police at the time, Dr. Rowley, inquiring. That is what the threads of correspondence, WhatsApp-wise, would have suggested. And the other part of it, I'll get and read it in a while for you during the course of the program. But the one that is troubling to me is that he said that, listen, see about it for me, please. He's inquiring, and he will get it up to him. He will collect and get it up to Tobago in other words, I think on some Thursday, which clearly the Dr. Rowley would have been making some kind of trip to Tobago. Of course, in normal circumstance, he would tell us that no contractor connected to the government would have been engaged in any private or other capacity by the PNM, and of course that too has proven to be a blatant and unadulterated lie and misrepresentation of the fact, because in the case of Balize House, we have seen a development that totally belies that statement. And then of course in the facility in Tobago, the Prime Minister's facility in Tobago, with respect of course to the Warner issue, we have seen that development. And I agree with Saddam Hussein and the opposition that there's a need for the Integrity Commission to revisit that whole arrangement, having regard to the recent revelation. As you may know now, and I think everybody should know, the senior Warner was charged, of course, only last Friday with, of course, operating a quarry without a license, and of course his son sometime before that in a similar vein. So those are the developments, and it's clear that the Rowley administration has collapsed. I don't know what those who still have some modicum of concern for the political organization called the PNM are waiting on to, of course, read the Riot Act and act, apart from reading the Riot Act, but act on this unsavory and untenable situation that is developing.
Very, very serious situation
within the PNM. Yes, it is uncanny. It is unacceptable. It reeks with corruption and nepotism, and it belies all of the so-called high moral grounds that Dr. Rowley would take, that he's a man of a high integrity, that he is a man of high morals and ethical standards. And then, of course, he comes with this, what I consider to be pie in the sky, fake, and of course a red herring about somebody or somebody's attempting, of course, to overthrow his government, only to deflect attention from these unsettling developments. In any serious democracy, Dr. Rowley would have his own volition and on principle, would have had to resign his entire government. But we have a party clearly that does not have the moral, what I consider to be an ethical standard and pillars that
So
is
true.
required in order to insist that this present administration, a construct of the PNM to, of course, demit office by virtue, of course, of calling an election. It being, of course, constitutionally due next year. But certainly now is the time having regard to all of these unsettling matters.
Nice, so true. We also seen that analyst wants the PM to clarify SSA coup plot claims after strong denial by former head. So they don't want that. Let me tell you how much is the mother. Oh, good. Well, the mother told going up. It's 292.
292. Well, not surprising. I've said I've lost count, and
how much more?
I would rely on people like yourself who still have an interest in that regard, because that is the reality. But but Gary Griffith, I think clearly he was talking, of course, on the.
Oh, but best. This one is in the thing. This best
on the opening of his party headquarters in St. Joseph. He mentioned what I think is a rational response to Dr. Rowley's claim as far as that so-called attempt to overthrow his government, and that question of the firearms users license as well, and he made it very, very clear. It's just a ruse. Is a red herring, and again attempt, as we would have concluded since last week, to of course deflect attention away from himself as a prime minister, clearly that has gone so far that of course not only is he in a state of no return, but in a total situation of a regime that has collapsed under the weight of corruption and nepotism.
Netco recovers millions in name and shame drive. Oh boy.
Netco?
Netco.
I didn't read that article, so I would not be too familiar. But name and what? Drive?
Yeah, name and
shame.
Yeah,
Well, that means that people that might be owing them, they then name them and shame them, and as a result, people are forced to pay up. Something like the various amnesties that was given to taxpayers by this administration. I think about 3, and I think they still have one plan again. But for this administration is a mechanism to get some fast money, and in order to, of course, meet the demands or the expenditure that would normally attain a government to manage the affairs of the country.
Nice, and the SDMS schools excel in SEA. Marad schools government for not awarding top performers. You know that thing. Remember the government stopped doing that kind of thing.
Awarding SDMS was that the 7 days?
No. I think that the Masaba.
Or the Mahasaba. Well, whichever.
One of them denominational school. Yeah.
A denominational, a religious denominational.
Yeah, the Samama. The Mahasaba.
Okay.
And we also say Barapur residents protest after 17 days with no water. And that water thing is a problem for a lot of other people. Phase 1 of students, $1,000 book grant rolls out today. So it have book grant. Right, so it looks like students could be given a book grant.
Yeah, well, again, this government seems to be myopic in terms of its policy and its programs and what really obtains. You should be giving, frankly, tablets or some kind of handheld device for educational purposes, and focusing on connectivity, making Trinidad and Tobago, of course, an umbrella for connectivity, where you will put, of course, in internet, or should I say, Wi-Fi in public places in close proximity to every single community, so that we can really make use. That book grant, books are rapidly becoming an obsolete tool. What you need is digital things. You can
Them
take
going
all
back
the
book
books in the world,
when there are the
all the books
computers.
in the world, and put it on your device, and you read from it, and you can have lessons from it, etc. And that's the direction I thought we would go. And you see, and again, inconsistent with the so-called digitization, should I say, agenda announced by Dr. Rowley, is always something to attract your attention, and at the end of it all, they kick the pail down the road. I simply am fed up with these fellas.
Nice. Hold 1 minute, Trinidad and Tobago. We go take a quick break and come back. It's a quarter past the hour, a quarter to 7. We take a quick break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Gong Report. We'll be back.
Including producing physical libraries. But go ahead.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
RE Restaurant, open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standard. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fried and roasted baked, with all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches. Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau as low as $25, or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Soup Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. A la carte with burgers, fries, nuggets, gyros, loaded hot dogs. Just about anything you could think about. From 6 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. For more information, call 382-9347 to place your order. Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open 7 days a week at St. James.
The big question today: how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs, now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options: purchase 2 4-foot LED tubes, or 1 8-foot, or 2 LED color. The same price, $112.50. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or international. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James, or call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620, or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Election time is coming, and we have all the airtime that you need to get your campaign heard. Any day and time is available to any and all political parties. Let's put the best package together for you. Just call 789-2881. Call and book now.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago. And meanwhile, let me give you all the numbers. And those of you online, you all could always give a call too, man. Let me give you all the numbers: 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. Give us a WhatsApp call too, man. The lines are open. Oh boy, oh boy,
Yes,
oh boy.
indeed. Of course, another potential and real blow to our economy is that statement made by Dr. Rowley that people are looking to overthrow the government. So when a foreign country hears that and a potential investor, what do you think is going to happen? And immediately after that statement was made, the Americans issued an advisory against Trinidad and Tobago for their citizens not to come here. We have always said that they will tell them, don't come here, but if you do come, don't go on Nelson Street, etc. But he decides to put desperados on Nelson Street and say that tourists will go there. The people who they are marketing to are those people from those very countries that are issuing advisories against Trinidad and Tobago. The man is simply unfitted to be a prime minister. He is unpatriotic. His myopia is unfathomable, and therefore he must know now that, of course, he has outlived his usefulness, if at all there was, having regard to what he met and
hold 1 minute, Lennox. Morning caller.
Ensued. Good morning.
Good morning, Andy, Lennox, Mikey, newbie, and to everybody out here. My first front burner issue is I'm sending condolences to the family of Ruby Gem. Her physical journey has ended and her spiritual journey has begun. I was so sorry to hear of her passing. Ruby, you rest in peace and rise in glory. Take care. Now, our next thing. We heard a lot of things over the weekend. One of the things that I must say, I want to stand up and say I'm proud that I did when I went after Gary Griffith on Friday. Never mind Barry Boudram said that I am blaming Gary for the ground report failing or whatever. That was the furthest thing from the truth. This man is a chronic liar. I went after Gary and telling him to shut up and put up. You said that you had things to bring down Rowley government. Put it up. Well, I see some things came out and we've seen a lot of denial, right? You are seeing names calling, but they are denying, right? They're like Pontius Pilate. They're like Shaggy. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, right? It was never nobody, but some things took place, right? Now, our next thing that really, really have me upset, Mikey and Andy and everybody, is that this nonsense. I don't know. It's best they take out the measuring tape and measure for Philip Alexander and Gary. Because Gary come out with something in the headlines yesterday. Right away, Philip going to contest election, right? And the same seats, they're going in St. Joseph, right? What these people don't realize, and Philip keeps saying, there is no room in this country for a third party. But now we are hearing you going in St. Joseph, right? All you're playing right into the hands of the PNM. Is that what all you want? Is that what all you're feeling satisfied to do in this country? To put back Rowley another 5 years? Is that what all you want? Now I hear Gary Griffith set up an office in St. Joseph. I don't know where Gary Griffith feel that he had 200,000 votes. That he feel he could make something. The man barely make it on the pie chart. Philip ain't even make it on the pie chart. Feel that they could win something. I am getting so fed up of these people. Like they don't realize what Rowley, or they don't appreciate what we are going through in this country with that man called Rowley and the PNM government. Right? All you're going to. And next thing you're going to hear, Michaela going to contest St. Joseph too. Right? I don't know how big St. Joseph is. That all of them going after St. Joseph. Right? OGs and ages, all they get together now. Right? And Gary Griffith needs to hush his mouth a little bit about always after Jolene John. You want to have a unity with the UNC, but you're talking the deputy political leader. OGs and ages, you don't know when to zip it. PNM laughing at all here. But let me tell all you something here this morning, PNM could still ride there for all I care. Right? Who vexed with me? That's all right. That's all your opinion. They could still ride there for all I care. Because you see, from today, I am going to start to learn how to starve because I know should PNM get back here, we're going to starve. And you see, if I get a head start from now, today's what, the 78th of July, I will be well prepared when I in hand money to buy groceries when Keith Rowley come back in here. And if that is what Gary Griffith, this man, this pep man, and everybody want, go right ahead. I should like it even more, right? And if it is that we can't get together, we cannot get together.
You talking there, and everything is saying there. I say in my mind, look how people and how people is operate. We just allow PNM to just stay here, boys. So, boy, I feel a lot of stuff like you, boy.
Yeah, let me start, Andy. Let me start. You understand? So by the time 2025 come around, we well prepared. We wouldn't be missing this, that, and the other. Yeah, because Andy, let us face reality. Let me tell you something. I cannot take cholesterol medication, so they put me on what is called niacin, right? I paid $100. It has 100 in it. It lasts me 3 months. The first bottle I bought, I paid $100 for it. You know, when I went back last week to get a bottle, it's $208 for it.
Hey, but that is
look at the big difference.
How much was it? How much was it before? How much was it before?
It was $100 before.
100? And now it is 200.
100. 208.
$108 raise what?
208, and that is across the board, Andy. Everything is going up just so we cannot afford to even buy medication, food, or anything. But PNM bribing everybody now with book grant. All they take it and vote them out. Because if they win the elections, it's sufferation evermore. So I suggest we start practicing from now how to starve, how to do it out. Right? Just set aside some money now before they could afford it to bury all you. But all the government is going to give you is a burial grant for paupers burial. Because if it is big men and women in this country cannot see what the PNM is doing and unite, right? Unite and fight the PNM. Something is wrong. I will say it again, and I don't care if he come after me. Right? I will give him it good. I don't know where Gary Griffith feel he getting all these votes from, right? That he feel that he can win St. Joseph. He feel, and you know what it is really annoying me? Talking about when there was unity, UNC won or they draw whatever with the Indian Maruga, Indian Walk Maruga. And when there was no unity, they lost it. Somebody fooling he, he living in a fool's paradise, right? What they fail to realize is that same day was this Muslim festival, which is bigger than Eid. Bakra Eid, we call it, right? A lot of people didn't go out and vote. And Rowley knew why it is he put it on that date. And you know what? You know what hurt me? The Muslim community never come out and say anything. But you see, he could thief, but he can't thief for how long he wants.
Don't forget the fallout from the internals.
Yeah, and he followed from the internals.
Yeah, that 200, he followed from the internals, had a lot to do with it as well.
There was not enough cooling, and not enough a cooling period.
I don't know if you all remember. I came here and I said it. Yeah, I came here and I said it. Rowley is going to wait till Kamala call the internals to call the by-elections, because those by-elections were supposed to be held since August last year. Right? And he's going to wait. And so said, so done, so that UNC would not have time to campaign for those 2 seats. So said, so done. Right? And if it is that people can't get together, right, and come together and fight the PNM because of greed, power, I don't know what it is, or one feel that they're more macho than one, right? We're going to take what we get. We're going to, so all you better start practicing starving from now.
You see, if these gentlemen, and if everybody really and truly thinking about the main issue, which is Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, I can't see the bickering and the thinging and the, oh God, all the different side.
And Andy, let me tell you something. Every time Gary come out with something, Philip come out with something. Oh, Jesus Christ is to all these big men or all little schoolboys on the playground. Put all the differences aside. You said just recently, when you had your epiphany and you made the video, you put it aside your differences because you realized that a third party is going to put back the PNM in office. What happened now? What happened? All you're making life hard and bitter for the citizens of this country. And as Mikey always say, history will never be kind to all you if all you do something so. You hear? All you have too much of pride. Put aside all your pride. And they need to zip it, shut them out, and get together and start doing something in this country. You hear? We can't take much more of this. We cannot take much more of this. And if that is the way they want it, you will see. Wait and only going to see what is going to happen. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a good one.
Thank you. Next caller, morning.
I need just about a second. I hope there's no one on
Yeah, we already have someone.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Good morning, Lennox.
Good morning.
For my condolences to the Ruby Gem family. She was a very, very good host on this radio station. I used to interact with her when she was here. A very nice person to be with. She will be missed, and my condolences to her family and to the radio station, Mr. Amar, too. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to start off with this visit on Bacchanal taking place. But it was, well, we got to start starving from now because I am starving already. We got to wait from there, you know. I'm going through hard times right now with this government. And I see people name being plastered on in papers with illegal quarry. And that come like if these fellas, these bandits is going in your house and home invading, them home invading the resources of this country and taking it, right? And that is millions of dollars. I find when them fellas get catch and charged and they find them guilty, they should throw away the key on them men because they're thieving the resources of the country. And I see what young name being called up in this business too. All these things that come out here, I only hope that the people watching these things is the resources of the people of this country they steal, you know. And those along there and watch and say that is nothing because when tomorrow comes and all they have nothing is because these individuals taking all their resources and living off it and all this suffering now. How about you, gentlemen?
Wow. Morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lennox, we have a prime minister in this country. He studied aggregate. In other words, he studied stones. And he had an issue with aggregate in the Landate affair. Now he have a friend in the aggregate business. And they're going to charge, when they charge, I hope they charge and charge $2,000 and thing for that kind of matter. That is money laundering. They launder. They not one load of material them take out from there. Then rent big equipment from Massey and thing and dig up the quarry. That is we resources, the people resources. It's time to lock them up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next caller, morning. Morning. Go ahead, caller, morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Robert. Morning, Lennox.
Good morning to you.
I got to raise up on the aggregate. The teaching thing from a long time, boy. Since World Road was a national quarry. So he had stone. He had a stone brain. He qualified demographics. He had about economics and law. He knew a stone. He heads hard. So Stephen Trent was the national quarry, so nothing new. Nothing new, he knows the tricks of the trade. So he survived on that. Andy, every God blessed morning I see different color trucks and dumpers going up here. Where they get that money? Where the material go in? That is one part. The other part is that over the weekend I met some friends in Arima. And that birthday party. You know what I get to find out? The mayor of Arima giving people to pull the dustbin from the market with rope to carry by the dumpster. The woman them had to pull the dustbin full with a rope. In this modern day we have surely with these truckers come by grocery, put the goods on a trolley and carry it inside the shop they got a fully double roof. You kill the people, that is one another one. Another one is, they say dengue. Well, I heard Miss Santa Cruz talking about something. Miss Santa Cruz, we had to walk the bush. You want to go for dengue? The papa leaf, you pong it up, you squeeze out juice and drink that. That is first-hand information. When dengue was around the first time, my family had the dengue. And 2 teaspoons of the papa leaf juice, drink that and dengue gone. Lennox, I'll give you one. You talk about this government corrupts. A fella went south, and I met some fellas in south. A bacana break out. A man cut him a bull. When he was in Fortescue Hospital and checked him, doctor said that man just sent shotgunners, he just coasted it down. So the only government just coasting. They just coasting, they're dead already, but they just fit to lie down. They're shameless. The international world watching me and laughing, boy. According to Jamaican friends long time, other rascal in Guardian and no damn good. All some rascal. And I have a good talk later. Bye. Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Next caller. Morning caller.
Good morning.
Morning, Andy. Condolences to Ruby Gem's family. I want to say for the little short time I have known her, she is really a gem, right? It's a loss. It's a great loss. Yes, I want to tell Gary this morning, Gary, bring out the evidence. You have said it. You have said that you have the evidence and you could bring down this government. It is plenty corruption taking place. Look what happened weekend on there. Now is your time now to bring out the evidence you have and government will be done. We waiting to see. Bring it out. You said you have it. It's time now. Show your face.
Thank you very much. Morning caller.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox.
Good morning. And where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Sarah in Europe.
Who here?
Hi, good morning to you.
Sarah in Europe. Want to send my deepest sympathy out to Ruby Jam. She was a beautiful person. My condolences to her family and may her soul rest in peace. Bye.
Oh boy. Let's get the headliners and
Sweeney Gray with headline news on CNC3. The opposition is calling on Health Minister Terence Day-Elsing to declare dengue a public health emergency. Carney East MP Dr. Richard Cicheran made the call at the UNC's weekly press briefing on Sunday, almost 24 hours after the health ministry confirmed 2 deaths as a result of the virus and 190 cases for the year so far. Cicheran criticized the ministry's approach to public education, referring to recent outreach at shopping malls. Cicheran says rural communities in Central and South Trinidad should have been targeted as they are more at risk.
This is too late. This should have been done many, many months ago. The Ministry of Health has taken too long to activate a public healthcare education campaign.
The National Parent-Teacher Association plans on meeting with the principal and PTA president of the Belmont Secondary School. This after PTA President Shalanda Malcolm claimed that last Wednesday she was denied the opportunity to bring greetings at the school's graduation because of her attire. She said this is the first time in 9 years she's barred from speaking at the graduation and blamed the situation on a strained relationship between her and a school official. In response, the NPTE is stressing the importance of collaboration between PTA units and principals and hopes the issue can be dealt with amicably. President Walter Stewart says they will also look into establishing a dress code.
National PTA is now calling for a policy on dress code. We believe that as adults we are a role model, and wherever and whenever we are seen in the public, we are supposed to ensure that the clothes that we are wearing and how we carry about ourselves are in keeping with high standards and high morals, so that our charges or children or students who are looking on can pattern.
The police driving under the influence task force arrested 4 people during a roving road check exercise over the weekend. The exercise was conducted between the hours of 11:45 p.m. on Saturday to 4 a.m. on Sunday and saw the arrest of a 39-year-old man of Penco Lodge, Chaguanas, a 56-year-old man of Seaview Gardens, and a 17-year-old of Tacarigua and a 36-year-old man of Arima, who were all over the limits. The police is appealing to citizens to cease the practice of drinking and driving and are calling on them to designate a driver if they are consuming alcohol. Those were your 6 a.m. news headlines. We'll have another news update at the top of the hour. Right.
Nice. A 17-year-old, and on top of that drinking, I sure that's why I hear it, Lennox, a 70-year-old.
Well, you can get your license from 17 years of age.
But you now get your license and you organize and you organize your drinking
so
and
you
driving.
can get it from 17 years. That is illegal. The legal, let's say, minimum limit from which you can
Go
get
ahead,
your
caller.
license. Yes.
Good morning, Wrong Report. Tunapuna here.
Go ahead, Mr. Tunapuna.
Morning.
Lennox, condolences goes out to Ruby Jim. And I want to make special mention as if people don't recall this. Do you know that Ruby Jim was the person who coined the phrase, stand your ground and push back? As a consequence, the pushback movement originated from that stand that she took.
Yes.
Right, so this is to tell you, and although she has passed on, but you see what this pushback movement is alive. So this is something that we will hold in a memory.
Of Ruby Jim.
All right, my brother. Now, let me get on to brass tack now. Lennox, you see what a doting prime minister we have in this country, boy? I mean, this man have absolutely...
Has gone past that, but go ahead.
You know, the term narcissistic is one who lack remorse, shame, and one who feels he's a cut above the best and all this kind of thing. And why I'm telling you this, Lennox, is that Keith Rowley makes statement with respect to the SAS and talk about people, the members of the SSA, you know, involved in a plot to overthrow the government, and you know, and it's a criminal gang and all this kind of thing and whatnot. Little did he know what he was doing is this. He was sending out a message, a coded message to the investors and people coming into Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, don't come to this country, no. You could be killed at any time, and bam, bam, and what have you. And no investors would want to come here if they know that this country is unstable and the government could be overthrown at any time. And I tell you why I say that, Lennox. I have an article here on my thing here, Lennox. I don't know if you read it. Saturday's page 16 Express. Terrorism warning in U.S. advisory on TNT. You read that article, Lennox?
No. But go ahead.
All right, let me think. I want to quote because I want to tell you how stupid this person is. And you just make that statement, Lennox, what he did. A level 3 advisory has been reissued for Trinidad and Tobago by the U.S. State Department. The latest advisory was updated on July 2nd, and the reason for this country maintaining its level 3 category, in which U.S. citizens are advised to reconsider their travel and is due to threat of terrorism and kidnapping. Currently, the U.S. government employees, people who working for the U.S. government in Trinidad, like the embassy and whatnot, are not allowed to travel to the following parts of Port of Spain: Laventille, Petam, Sealot, Cocorit, and the interior of the Queen's Park Savannah. And after that, U.S. government personnel are not allowed to go to Port of Spain for a job to overlook all of this. The point I'm making, Lennox, this is to show how doted this man is. You were so trying to paint a picture of the SFA and to make the opposition and everybody look bad that people plotting against the government. But this is the repercussion of it. This is what you have done. The travel advisories and business investors, and they wouldn't want to come here if they know that that people planning to overthrow this government and the country unstable and whatnot and things, And to add to it, you see how this country, how Keith Rowley controls everything. You have a woman, some can, who is the procurement regulator. All this damn nonsense taking place. Just like the last one they had, Munilal Lalchan, who sit down there on the pot, get a big salary and they do nothing. This woman they have, they can. You have she there, and being hearing a word about from she, what is happening to this procurement regulator, and so much thing taking place. You have this new thing again with this new fella, who they put in charge of the SSA, who doing all the dirty work for the PNM. Just now. Anthony Spencer, Philip Spencer. All these fellas and them are people who prepared to sit down and do nothing, just accept their salary. Again, Andy and Lennox, they have this issue with the, I see this next notice one, what is it, Minister of Culture? Randall Mitchell is saying that the Prime Minister and Stuart Young does not know anything about this, any transaction or making any negotiations with the purchase of Petrotrin by Jindal. You see these fellas, he was the Minister of Culture. You can't explain nothing. And where culture is concerned. Culture going down the drain. And you acting as the Minister of Energy and coming to tell me that Keith Rowley and Stuart Young, who is at the forefront of all the issues that relate to petroleum and the energy sector, and coming to tell me that they have no they have no issue and nothing involvement in this. But you see again, I'm going to tell you something. I just say what I have to say, and I don't care to hell or who want to look at me or what, because here I am, Andy and Lennox. You have two Indian people, and let me put it straight, I don't put water in my mouth at all. One is the High Commissioner for India, for Trinidad and Tobago, buddy. I can't remember the fella name. And then you have a next one who was a permanent secretary here. And these fellas and them is the people and them is the middlemen. You want to tell me that they didn't know that Jindal and all of them there? Huh? You see what PNM used, and others always say this, when you want somebody to do the lucho work for you, you take an Indian. This is what they're about. They like the big work, they like the big position, but they don't like the work. They cannot function because all they do is they just carry out the dictate of the PNM government. And the only person who stood up to them is the Auditor General. The Auditor General, but as I say, the time will come, the vengeance and Moko will fall on all of them, especially them East Indian. The PNM, let me put it this way, them don't have no blast shape. They have nothing, they want nothing, and they will get nothing. Because they continue to vote for PNM, who enriching the other races. And that's what them settle for. Just have them as foot rag, mat, because white people put on them. But you see the other people who get rich, this is what it is the PNM is doing. And these people, they're using these Indians and them as I said that they will tell their mother, their wife, their children to get rich. They don't care, they must sacrifice their life. And I say it as it is, you know, because it hurts me to see when these people in the top position, and they cannot, because look, I have right here on me too, an article on Sunday on the Express Wednesday 10. Karen Nunes, she arrested some PM for deflection over the gender console, the Petrotrin, and talking about deal with David Lee Kamla and what other things. That has nothing of no issue. You want to sell our state asset. You hear the procurement regulator, all of them who supposed to be involved in this. And all kind of nonsense. I mean, Rowley already overdoing it too. And then let me tell you something finally. And I like to take a little time to explain something. You see this quarry business? PNM had this quarry business going on up now. Lennox, if you could remember, since the days of Motilal Monan. Them fellas and them supporters and financiers of the PNM. PNM invested money in them. Under Hugh Francis and all them fellas. In all them big Indian contractors and them. Ram Brothers and Motilal Monan and all of them. Give them big contract and thing, and them fellas just run back money for the PNM. Up there where they do this illegal quarrying taking place. Do you know it have a place up there named Monan Street or Monan Trace, there were the illegal quarry taking place. How come Monan could get a place they name after it? You see, them fellas had control of there. Rohan Sinanan, the allegation is that there's a fella they call, oh God, the man name in my mouth, yes, anyhow, Gera, who's a close associate of yours, who's one of the kingpin in the illegal quarry business. Huh? And you, up to now, you live in San Grande. All that issue taking place there with the quarry, up on that side. And nobody ever get hold. And all this thing taking place. Lennox, let me tell all you something. This PNM government is not now, but it's a mafia. It's a brotherhood of wrongdoers. It's a gang. And they're talking about the SSA, the preacher name is a cult. Well, boy, let me tell all you something. All you, worse than the cult, all is a mafia. It's a killing organization, as Mikey does say. These fellas and they care nothing about nobody. They're going ahead where they're doing it, and most important, they had their followers on them who will go and vote blindly for them, regardless of the consequences, the taxing them and whatnot and things. Let us have more to say. I feel like I had to pull back a little later. The next hour also, brother.
All right, do so. Nice to know you. This discussion has been triggered.
More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Election time is coming, and we have all the airtime that you need to get your campaign heard. Any day and time is available to any and all political parties. Let's put the best package together for you. Just call 789-2881. Call and book now.
Looking for top quality and affordable hardware supplies? Then look no further than Midland Hardware, number 97 Eastern Main Road, Arouca. We stock a wide range of tools, water tanks, blocks, lumber, steel, and everything you need for your home and business project. Check out our new display of steel windows and assorted designs of metal curtain rods. Midland also stockpiles sand, gravel, topsoil, and more. We have a variety of kitchen faucets, face basins, and toilet sets, bathroom mat sets, all garden tools, hand tools, generators, power washers, and water pumps. Customers can make payments via links, credit card, online payment, and cash on delivery. WhatsApp 327-7761 for free quotations, or give us a call at 646-2144. Open every day, Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. From foundation to finish, it's all at Midland.
Are you an Island Finance customer and have a friend in need of money? Be a friend indeed and refer them to Island Finance.
What if I refer a family member to Island Finance?
You earn $700 per person.
Co-workers?
$700 each.
Nice.
For full details, visit one of our branches or islandfinancetrinidad.com. The more you refer, the more you earn.
You can depend on Island Finance.
Subject to meeting eligibility requirements.
A lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes, a brand new Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Cunupia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Cunupia.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Need quality printing at affordable prices? Then look no further. At Graphic Source, we've got you covered. Take your project to the next level for all your designs and printing needs. From t-shirt printing to labels, signs, and banners. Look no further. Business stamps, flyers, tickets, and invites, just to name a few. With 2 convenient locations. Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey Stores. And Arima Shopping Center, Broadway Street, Arima. Contact us today. 342-2664, 270-0428, or 360-8917. Graphic Source, your #1 source. You name it, we design it and print it.
What him gonna do you now? What him gonna do you now? You got to off you now, get one off you now. Oh, I hungry.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check, it's approximately 26 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. That was surely the pitbull of radio, Lennox Smith in studio. Let me say a pleasant good morning to those of you that are listening to us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. Pleasant good morning to each and every one of you.
Our apology for last Friday. We it was due to circumstances beyond our control. We understand it was a load shedding or low shedding of electricity in the vicinity of the studio. I had to physically go there, and I met part of the building lit and another part, of course, unlit or receiving electricity and not receiving. So I know that the people were yearning for the ending, but of course I think we were amply served by Real Media TT, that of course brought up the rear and made another success of another week last Friday. So our apology once again, but it was due to circumstances beyond our control.
Oh boy.
Yes, Andy.
So Trinidad and Tobago, while we brown shoot,
earlier point.
Nice. So Trinidad and Tobago, while Lennox Smith is making some very serious points or not serious issues, the lines are open. Well, let me give you all the numbers again. And new callers, only could call 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053. 366-3053. And don't forget to have a room for advertising for all political parties. Well, got that number?
Yes,
give
indeed.
it a call. So, because it is a very, very big radio station. So go ahead, Lennox Smith.
Yes. It has to do with the concerns expressed by Ms. Santa Cruz. I think it's a very valid one. But I listened to Gary Griffith's presentation and at the opening of that St. Joseph office. And what came to my mind immediately are really 2 things. One, he focused a lot on the fact that all the Diego Martins, so one would have thought that office would have been appropriately been open in one of the Diego Martins, strategically, of course. But then, of course, St. Joseph. So 2 things came to my mind, and one might have been that he probably got a deal to have an office in St. Joseph,
and therefore, of course, it fitted succinctly with a strategy based on his statement that, of course, he was looking at several seats on the corridor, including and an office to be opened subsequently in San Fernando, and focusing on true marginal seats. True marginal seats. I want to make a distinction between true and, of course, those that may have the potential,
true
like
or
Diego Martins and so on.
Lennox Smith. That's clear.
True.
True or two?
True.
All right, go ahead.
True. Yeah. And I was wondering, it came across my mind whether he was taunting the UNC or forcing the UNC, of course, to engage. What is the common denominator, however, is that Gary Griffith cannot afford for Dr. Rowley and the PNM to be in office for a third term. That is clear. His arch nemesis, his major enemy, his apex enemy, both of them have, of course, publicly said that they hate each other. So to engage in an activity that has the potential to keep Dr. Rowley and the PNM in office, I think it would be suicidal, having regard, of course, to the clear implications and all of the circumstances, all of the variables that would make Gary Griffith be very, should I say, vitriolic against Dr. Rowley. His excoriating statements and the reciprocity thereof, because as Dr. Rowley speaks, he would speak, well, of course, Dr. Rowley would speak very unkindly of him, and of course, he would respond in like vein. So therefore, what we are left with? We are left with the reality that Gary Griffith cannot afford to have Dr. Rowley remain in office. But of course, certain overtures and certain actions suggest that that is exactly what may be the consequence if, of course, some other factor is not brought to the table. And I am saying in this particular case, I think we must not make much ado about almost nothing, because it is not in Gary Griffith's interest to have Dr. Rowley remain in office, the PNM, because he's certainly going to be, of course, a continuous target for Dr. Rowley. Dr. Rowley can only be potent or potentially potent only if he is prime minister of this country or the PNM is in office. So let's get that clear. So that being as it may, I think what the strategy is to force the UNC to come to the table to speak. Of course, he mentioned La Hokata Talparo as well as one of the seats that the NTA is targeting. And of course, much of it is, as from my considered observation and analysis, is pie in the sky, because clearly the UNC will not, of course, give up any of their established, or should I say, their safe seats for in any arrangements that they may have. Of course, the question of genuine or true marginals certainly could be up for negotiations, and I suspect that going into St. Joseph in the way, and of course, and claiming that of course he would not be able to be beaten in St. Joseph is part and parcel of the lyrical content and the pre-elections optimism to make certain that the UNC in particular understand that whilst it may be partially grandstanding, at least we'll know where the NTA is. I saw Miss Nualo as part of the NTA membership in that particular launch, and I thought that was very interesting, because I know that she and Kamala Prasad-Bisesa had a very good relationship at one time. Of course, I being part and parcel at one time in 2007, so that So that is an interesting development. But I thought I should make that kind of intervention to not allow, or should I say, to save Miss Santa Cruz from taking action on herself that may not be necessary at this point in time. It's early days yet. Dr. Rowley will want to have something to his advantage before he can call the elections, of course. But the longer he stays, it appears that is more worse for him. And whether that is an advantage or not, but what certainly is coming out of the whole exercise is that the opposition will certainly be much more electorally viable, much more electorally palatable than the PNM and anybody else. The UNC will, in particular, the possibility exists that if they want to go it alone, having regard to the consistent debacles and the consistent revelations of a negative nature, corruption, nepotism, clear and without fear of contradiction, and the inability to manage the affairs of the country, and the imposition of taxes that are not only onerous but are punishing, and punitive, that the UNC will certainly may have to consider going it alone. But if they do, I think they stand a very good chance of I know that they will win the election, but not with the margins that one would have expected if there was a coming together. That's the point I am making. So I thought I should make an intervention having regard to the foundation laid by Miss Santa Cruz. And Miss Santa Cruz, no need for you to what I consider to be go into a reclusive state. No, there is no need to. Have faith. And I know you are someone who can imbue faith as well, and therefore your leadership of both on the ground report and outside, external to the ground report, and in other areas, I think is very useful. And no way any kind of conversation leading to a sort of surrender. This is not the time for it. That is my considered view, and of course my intervention at this point in time. Andy.
Nice. So trying to be good, the lines are open. At the end of the day, we all see what this unity discuss. You see when you everybody know that the country, when we unite, we stand a better chance on all different things. Some people will say, well, the NTA can't really do nothing, or the PEP can't really do nothing, or yes, they can. They can. They can pull 50 votes, and the UNC candidate lost by 1 vote, when that 15 unity would have sent it. And we see that when that went on with the COP and all them various things there. So, yeah. But, again, it's for big people to come to
I don't think once again it's in Gary's interest not to do that, and Gary, INTA is no COP. Let's not waste time with that kind of notion. It is a different circumstance altogether. But you're quite right. It's better to get together than, of course, you go as a divided opposition coming up against the PNM in any particular constituency.
So true. Well, the lines are open here, y'all. To the new callers, and some of you that was calling online Friday when we was down live, but live on Real Media TT. You can take the opportunity to call 366-3053, 366-3053, or 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120. 239-5120. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lennox, I think remember during the COVID, you all had went across to Tobago and had shown the two houses that Rowley and them bought, and where he was.
Yes, Mr. Dr. Rowley and his wives and that of his daughter. Yes, they were opposite each other, obliquely opposite each other on the compound of
And
several
man-
other townhouses.
And
Yes.
sold him one of the houses for 400,000 less than where he paid for it. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, both of them had discounts. Yes, 500,000 in one instance. In Dr. Rowley.
400 and something thousand. Is it the same owner who was pressing Gary Griffith to get the speed up process with the license and thing with the firearm and thing in Tobago and so on? Because I think well, I haven't seen it, but he published a lot of the WhatsApp messages with Rowley and him. In the
Yes,
express.
yeah, that is all the indication. The indications are that, yes.
This man has lied so much. Why you tell people why you talk about the Tobago situation with the materials that he didn't get chance to the publish it. Every time the case called, he wasn't going to court, and then come with the excuse that it was out of the open, and he already accused, and then get chance to defend himself. Remember that?
Yeah. But you know why must he confess the truth when he could easily deflect attention and concoct and manufacture against the UNC for deflective purposes?
Because look at Petrotrin. You close down Petrotrin about the fake oil. Let us find out exactly, see how much what we can find out, and make leaflets and things on these things. You understand? Because the people who don't listen to Ground Report and don't listen to some of the other stations and things, right? And does only listen to him. Some of them, plenty of them, unfortunately, can't really read so good. So I pleasure them to read papers and things again. So they just watch the news and his part of the story. You see, when you talk about license support, you see, Anna Roberts talk the thing in court and say, talk about it outside of Parliament, talk about it. You understand? You're only talking about it in Parliament, and that's the next thing we have to look at too. Because these people being selected, especially that Speaker of the House, right? This should not be, this supposed to be, shouldn't be government selecting that.
Yeah, morning.
Speaker of the House and the President.
I'm trying to get into the program. Listen.
Hello?
Hold on, next caller, you go ahead.
It seems as though somebody is trying to get in as well.
Morning, gentlemen. Morning.
Wait. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, every time you try to raise a point, she declining. The speaker out. Anyway, to probably good program, Malcolm X. You jam them real good. Everybody, Santa Cruz, you have to relax yourself a little bit because you have people with good suggestions and so on, and we will have to utilize people when we get rid of this government. You understand? You have people with very good suggestions and so on. So Santa Cruz, relax yourself. It's early yet, although I think election coming in December. Anyway, all the best and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Next caller, go ahead.
Yeah, morning, gentlemen. We all have one thing in common. I listen to this program. I'm not the greatest UNC supporter, but we have something in common, which is we are all opposed to this government.
Yeah, boy, and that's what can't understand why, boy, people. You go ahead, caller.
Yeah. I remember calling already, and Mikey came me away about a year and something ago, because I'm telling them, other people besides UNC people listen to this program because we have something in common. We are against this government, and this government needs to be removed. We pass the point of who we're going to put. This is about getting the PNM out of office, and we will fix this country together, the opposing parties. So this is a time for all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Forget the bickering and the quarreling and think every vote counts. It happened in the local government election with all these recounts, and you see how one vote and two vote does make a difference.
Boy.
Come on, people, let's start thinking in the right way, and we need to remove the PNM from office. We cannot give them actually they will not get an next 5 years, so we need to get a good majority so we can fix some of the things that they throw on us that we're totally disgusted with. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning to Andy, Mikey, Lennox. Well, man. Good morning.
Morning, go ahead.
Good morning, good morning.
Well, man.
Make your contribution.
Well, man, Mike Alex, and all others. All we just only talking. All the listeners, but now come out and let me start to do something wrong in the Red House, and we get rid of this blasted government that we have. Oh God, people suffering. All the way to suffer more and more and more and more. People dying out. Miss Rubigen, my condolences to you, my lady, and all blessings to you. God bless your soul in peace. Andy, all your, let me start to keep a little meeting all about the place, that boy, by the corners, that boy. Andy, just as you're going Randy, I going up Randy with you. Let others perform something around the place. Andy, we had to start a workshop of balance it to Randy now, you know. We can't afford to sit down. Thank you, Mikey and Andy, and let us have a blessed day.
All right. Oh boy, oh boy.
You see, Andy, is somebody there?
No, you go ahead, ask your thing there.
Yeah, because everybody, when we talk about coming together and the past two major experiences of coming together, and there has been a fallout when, of course, the objective would have been achieved, and that is, of course, to win the elections. I think that too much emphasis, or put another way, no real thought is given to the other side of the coin, because they seem to be blaming the UNC for the, should I say, the fragmentation why it's in office. But it's not necessarily so, because I mean, it is politics, and you must bring something to the table. And the creme de la creme, the ultimate presentation, the ultimate gift you must bring is, of course, constituency win. And if it is that you come, you are engaged, and you didn't bring anything to the table consequential of an election, then those who have the vast majority, which of course is the UNC, will make certain demands, and you will have, of course, to negotiate in a manner recognizing that you have not brought anything to the table. But I have seen the reality is that the NJAC, even MSJ in particular, to a lesser degree, of course, COP, because they in fact brought something to the table. But certainly, you get out of the exercise what you bring into the arrangement, and the reason why COP got so much in the arrangement is because they brought something to the table. But when people like the MSJ leader leaves because he believes he brings moral and ethical and therefore want more than his fair share, I mean, the UNC would have been burnt by that kind of what I consider to be non-value for money, to use, of course, a business or a financial connotation. But the fact of the matter is that everybody must understand what they would have brought to the table, and what they bring to the table is, of course, victory, electoral victory, and is not that. I'm not saying that the UNC must give you what they want, because it's an arrangement and you are in government as well. But frankly, I thought that the NJAC got to too much. I thought MSJ got to too much, frankly. And I think that the COP got exactly what they would have deserved. They got, of course, the Ministry of Finance, for example, at one point in time, and a number of other ministries reflective of what they brought to the table. But when they believe, when you bring nothing, as in the case of MSJ and NJAC, and you believe that you deserve much more than that which you would have brought to the table. In fact, you believe that I got the impression that some of them believe that they should have the position of prime minister, because they bring some moral and ethical, some abstract value. It has its place, yes, but it does not reflect in, of course, what is required. And the only thing that's required, there's a numerical factor, and that is to say you must get 21 or more seats, and of which you must bring some. But if you got nothing, if you brought nothing, after the bell would have rung and the results would have been published, why can't you stay together? And of course, by the relationship that you would have established and the position that you would have gotten, that you would have otherwise not get. If you were alone, you would have been a non-entity. I'm talking here specifically about NJAC and of course COP, because that has been the experience. And work within the system, because you would have had some resources, and build your party and make sure that the 5 years is not disturbed, so that you have another opportunity in the ensuing 5 years, or when the cycle returns for election again. That is what I would have thought with big people who know to themselves that they brought nothing to the table, and somehow the UNC is the demon here. I beg to differ.
Okay, morning caller.
Good morning.
All this set of corruption taking place under this government belt. Look what happened weekend, the arrest. We'll never hear the Prime Minister come out and talk about that. It's a set of corruption after corruption in this country. But let me tell you something. Next year we will have a change of this government. This government needs to go. It's insulting or insulting the integrity of we the citizens of this country. And it's time for all you to ride out time from here.
Thank you. Oh boy. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning.
Good morning. Hi, good morning, gentlemen. You know, I am listening to the program. Yeah. Yes, I agree very much that we want unity. And Andy and Lennox, I cannot. I always have something that I don't understand. That'll be the biggest dance when you see I am trying to figure out the people of this country. Andy, anybody should have to be telling anybody at this point in time, our main objective should be to get rid of Pete Rowley and the PNM. You see me, if they tell me I had to come and pick up paper on the ground or sweep the road or whatever it is, anything so within the law I will do it, because we cannot take Keith Rowley and the PNM for the next 5 years. And you know something, I cannot understand why I should have this pulling and tugging with NTA and UNC and whatever. Let me tell you this, I can't remember what year, but when the year that COP came out, I was one of the persons that left the UNC because of the way how I figured Pandey was treating the Quran. And I voted for the COP. I was in Woodford Square the Saturday before the rally, and Woodford Square was packed to capacity. You don't want nobody tell you, all of you was in there with white shirt. Woodford Square was packed. People inside, outside. People. Come Monday, we went and we stupidly voted for the COP because we thought it was right there. But if you don't learn from your mistakes and you're repeating it, well, then you had to be the biggest fool in town. COP, let me tell you, they got over 100,000 votes, and which is a lot of people, and not a damn seat. Not a damn seat. And it's because of people like myself who went and voted for the COP and split the votes. What we were doing at the time, we didn't have no ground report at that time to inform me and educate me. What we did at the time was give PNM permission to win an election and continue mashing up the place. So all your haters and all your stupid people, like I was stupid in that year, but from then to now, we have learned a lot. We have been educated by the ground report and all the things that are going on. We are seeing what PNM did to this country for the past 9 years, you understand? So if we ain't learned nothing, yet, and we stupidly going to split the votes again, well, here the crap will smoke it up. And what is the hard thing about it, Andy, is that Peter just had to pay for Paul. The sensible people who want to live better, who want a better life, who want the crime to stop, we will have to suffer when the dotish ones, who I, me, myself, I, the ego bigger than the suffering that PNM putting people through. You hear? I, me, myself. We can't take on that now. Everybody had to humble themselves and unite to get rid of Rowley. All you're seeing, Rowley like he untouchable. Rowley have the police. He had the judiciary, the DPP. Everybody who's supposed to be dealing with crime in this country and wrongdoing, Rowley have them in the basket, in the drum, in the pan. No matter what this man come and do, like the people they serve like they dotish. Nobody in stand up and saying they're doing this wrong and they're doing that wrong. Look at this SS. They think now. This man's coming and standing up and telling big people that people want to overthrow the government and thing. And this other Pamsita Rasta one. The Minister and National Insecurity. This man, you know, these people, they have no respect. They are the most disrespectful, they are the most bold-faced, shameless, heartless set of criminals. You hear? Terrorists. You hear that this country has never had. These people are doing so much wrong 24/7. But still, they grant the media, give them the opportunity, which is always. They come on the TV with a straight, bold face and shoulders up with confidence that they are the best thing in that Trinidad and Tobago. Fitzgerald Hines, this man has never come on the TV and addressed the nation about this terrible crime situation in this country. We have BDN come and say murder in Belmont, murder in St. James, murder in the Martin, murder in the East, West, North, and South. He has never come on the television and tell the people something and try to address this crime situation. But I see him there Saturday talking shipments about the SSA. It's so they have no respect, you understand? Deal with the crime situation. I see they throw down a senior citizen by her car. The amount of things that they don't care about the people, they don't care about the crime in the country, and the people worse than them because, you know what? The people seeing what is going on in this country, they're experiencing what's going on in the country, and now the people are getting an opportunity to get rid. Let me tell you this now. Let me tell you this in case all you don't know. The one and the only way we could get rid of PNM and the UNC, and not UNC, the PNM and the gang, is to vote them out. The only day we as citizens will have power in this country is the day called election. Because all you see through the past 9 years, the police ain't doing that. In the judiciary, if they go to court, get them silk, get everybody silk. And when they get the whole place silk, when any court anything come into court, yeah, no, PNM not guilty. PNM not guilty. They will do the work of the PNM. Yeah. Anyway, gentlemen, as I always say, this is in the people court. I like Gary Griffith. I am looking forward to Gary Griffith coming and making a contribution. And people say he likes to talk, but I like him because he likes to talk. Because you know why? He is the only one that stand up, talk, and say what he had to say against Rowley and the PNM. He afraid them. You understand? So it's about time all of you had to start pushing back and fighting and try to put this country where we want it to. Let me tell you this now. I don't know about all you, but I definitely cannot take Rowley and the PNM for the next 5 years. So all you have the power to do, all you have to do it or play triple and suffer. Blessings, gentlemen. Good program as usual.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, Lyndon Mac.
Go to the top of the class, Miss Woodbrook. Go to the top of the class, especially with your commencement. That's the consequence.
Go ahead, Lyndon Mac.
People stupid. Go ahead, caller.
Andy, good morning. Good morning to you, and I want to say to all your viewers, good morning. Now, let me just clear something, because if we are going to seriously talk about moving forward, Andy, we have to learn from our mistakes. And let me just share some sentiments, okay? Voting is the right of the people. Voting and votes are not owed to any one particular party. So let me stop this trippiness about we have people out there splitting votes, okay? If we are going to speak about Westminster politics and become a first world nation, we must be educating the people in the right thing. It is clear there are people who are not happy with things that have been done within the remits of parties. To Ms. Woodbrook and all these persons who are of this belief, we understand this, okay? We need, at this point in time, proper, mature conversations that are going to unite us to be a common people if we are going to beat the PNM. Okay? Now, Andy, I need this to be said, and I'm saying this to Lennox, I'm saying this to Mikey K, I'm saying it because at the end of the day, the older heads who are going out and be pensioners, many of them are not going to be bearing the grave burdens of these young people who are coming up now and have to be paying up debt that Column Imbert and PNM and all these other people put on the country. So if you really want to talk mature conversation, let us educate the public on the proper thing of Westminster politics. There is no such thing as splitting votes. The votes are not owed to anyone, okay? If it is we are saying through proper statistics that there is issues within the UNC, let us come together and bring Dave, let's bring Kyle, let's bring Anita Haynes, let's bring all the people directly who said there are differences that needs to be made in order to make the party stronger to get it done. Because let me say this to you, we paid a very dear mistake in this country for 10 years. Okay? The country is not getting better. It's certainly not going to get better under this current administration. We have currently right now, and I do have to recite this for everybody. Everybody know at this point in time that the government is saying they cannot account for over $2 billion of our taxpaying money, and we are not literally angry about this issue. So if we are not angry about this issue, all these elderly people, let me make sure and tell them, Linda, not say, because they're done putting for you to pay more of a bill that all you can't afford. And we need to talk these current issues and talk it sensibly so that the elderly people can literally understand. Keith Rowley clearly has no plan at all. He has no plan. Colum Imbert has no plan. Fitzgerald has no plan. None of these persons have plans in order to, number one, get the country out of debt, strengthen the Trinidad and Tobago dollar. We are not talking these sensible conversations. They cannot fix the issue of crime. Crime literally has to be a community-based approach with the people. And if we cannot fix these issues, don't tell me about one person going out there to be police commissioner to fix the issue, because one person cannot fix the crime situation. It has to be done from a real proper approach. So as I end, let me share this to you. Mikey K, Lennox Smith, Andy Williams, you all are on the media. The role and the responsibility of you is to educate the people properly to the right thing so that the people can be well informed of this thing if we are going to make a proper voice together. We need now unity. And if it means directly that we are saying we need to bring Gary Griffith, we need to bring Michaela Pandey, we need to bring who is in this next one? I think Israel Jackson from our party, and all of these other entities. Let us have the conversation now, because the army of the dead is coming, and they're directly bringing the soldiers to take the country into another debt for another 5 years. That is why I end. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much for reinforcing what we have been doing. So thanks very much for that intervention with a little more detail and maybe specificity. Good morning.
Good morning, Ground Report. I'm here again, fellas. Andy, I want to just draw people's attention to something. Gary Griffith, this is for you. You have information where the government is found wanting as regards to all these things with the firearm users license, Warner and this and that, the illegal quarrying and whatnot. Therefore, you have a strong case to challenge the PNM and Keith Rowley and them. Lennox, how much seats it is that we have in Indigo Martin? You have Keith Rowley, you have Coleman.
Three. East, West, and Central, yeah.
No, Briga, right? If you live in Gary in Indigo Martin, and this is 3 stronghold PNM areas, and you have this information that you could campaign very strong to win in these 3 cities, because the 3 of them is 3 total failure. In addition to that, you have the next one, Randall Mitchell, and you have Stuart Young. These are places that because definitely the UNC, there's no chance to go in them places to win no election. Let me food with them. So Gary Griffith, if you have an appeal to the people in those areas, why the hell you don't place your emphasis and challenge them in them areas rather than wanting to go in St. Joseph and the other areas where you know the UNC have the stronghold? If you so convinced that you could win the election, you should have challenged them places in the Martin and all that places because you live down there. And these are key people that we want to remove. Colin But, Keith Rowley, Simon de Nobrega, Stuart Young, and Randall Mitchell, and what have you. But instead of this, I don't know what game you play. I put me a fool in myself, right? Now, Lennox, I want to just draw your attention to something, my brother. The Pan Trinbago issue. You know, it is really abysmal and a shame for what I see, I read on the papers Saturday. And here what they say, Pan honor long overdue. And here who is the people showing praises on Pan Trinbago and for this new thing that they passed in the parliament and what else. Tuco, the vice president, Steve Pascal, applauding the government. You have the captain of BP Renegades. You have the captain of Desperados. And then you have other issues. And including Len Bugsy Sharp. You could imagine what and you know, all the issues that they mention about it and what man and give them make the pronouncement upon is the national interest. Up to now, none of these people I mentioned about what Pandy gave them the land and what have you and things. But the point I'm making to you, you had a gift of a big piece of land given to you to start a business venture, gas station, hotel, factory, and all of that. And all you give up that and all you praising the government, book shop, and all these pan leaders, Desperados and who and whatnot. For what? Just for old rundown building. The old post office, where you can't do no business, nothing at all. I mean, Lennox, I want to just draw something into your attention, Lennox. I was watching a foreign station yesterday, Lennox, and I saw on the television what is happening in Kenya. And here what I'm telling you. You see this young generation in Trinidad? There's a waste of blast inside. Because here why, Lennox? Look at UV and all
Mr. Tumunapuna, please watch your language. It have none of them things. No B, no A, no nothing. You have to just talk normal. All right.
Waste of time. Because here why, Andy, UP students and them is not participating in no demonstration. They fighting no cause and whatnot. And why I'm saying this, I was watching on the television yesterday a protest in Nigeria where this young to put pressure on the government based on certain things the government party. And would you believe it, 90% or more of the people there was youth and that thing. And here's him that I was able to get the names of these people while they were being interviewed. One is Boniface Mawangi. One of it is Wanjira Marangu. And the other one is Marcel Makuri. While they interviewing them and they put their name on the screen, are able to scribble it down quick. And these, if you see these fellas and these people, two young men and a young girl, they're about in the 30s. And imagine, hear what they say, they're fearless, they're afraid to death, and they're going to challenge the government of Nigeria on the issues. And they say, they're 30 years yet, Lennox and Andy. They're 30 years yet. I will not see that after them. Because why I'm saying this, you have these people here in this country who graduated from UV and whatnot, who get problems with gate and all this kind of thing. And when you get your degree and whatnot, you can't get work and you have to leave and go away. Because now see that they're praising the horses and them for going abroad and things and to get work and all this kind of thing. So I am saying, Andy, there is a situation that we need to get the young people outside here to come out and join all the protests, all the demonstrations. Remember the elderly people sick and whatnot, they can't afford it. The feeble, so the energy, the vibes that come from the young generation, and which we have seen in Trinidad and Tobago. And I am seeing all over the world where protest action is being taken against government. The majority is young people. So unless these youth students And this young generation who cry now they can't get work and whatnot and whatnot. Do not align themselves with demonstration or whatnot. Crapo smoke with pipe. But Gary Griffith, concentrate on them Diego Martin seat, the sentence thing there, all them areas they will pay them control. Randall Mitchell, Stuart Young, the next and the others, Rowley, Imbot, and all of them. This is the areas that you want to concentrate on because you could have an appeal there. And as I say, you can't expect the UNC to go there. To get to challenge and win any election.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning.
Go ahead, Brother Carnage.
Yeah, pleasant good morning, Brother Andy.
Yes, go ahead, my brother.
Lennox, Brother Mikey, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, you're real fussing and real fighting, boy. And you know what we're hurting, boy? All are we talking, boy, and we are doing nothing. We only talking, but I'm glad for talk because at least we're making an effort. You know what? But why the only comment on the UNC so, boy? Nobody are commenting on the PNM. The PNM run in this country for decades. The UNC run this country, only two people, Mr. Tande and Ms. Kamala Prasad Bissessa run this country under the UNC. That's two different leaders. But UNC, the brand, the UNC, by that time, by what's by the beacon that like, by UNC is what it is called the Good Friday Bobodi. You understand? Because of that different ethnic people, because if you look at bully people and advantage people, but what we supposed to be doing, like Mr. Gary Griffith and all of them, why are running from Diego Martin West? The try Diego Martin West, UNC try Diego Martin West with Marsha Walker on the field. You open a political entity. The man says you don't like you, he hates you, he don't want him. Why you going to Napuna? Why you come Diego Martin West? Let me walk the guns. Let me do what we have to do to get rid of him. Look, I give you that challenge. Your wife was a member of the COP. This is Brother Carnage talking. Rocky Garcia get 8,023 votes. We try our best to get rid of that man. And nobody, but trust me, human. Why you only thinking so? Money is the solution to life problem. But money is the solution to life problem. But here are we watching. Who have the money, have the power? You know we are watching it so. The short man, listen to me. The short man have the power. Every time since PNM in power. Since PNM in power. Yeah, Mandy?
Yeah, we are here. And you since PNM in power, you reach?
Since PNM in power, Carlenbot is the Minister of Finance. Who have the money, have the power. Anytime the Prime Minister Trinidad and Tobago leaves this country, the Minister of Finance is the Prime Minister. So who really running this country? Rolling a stooge. And he's using Lavanti, he's using Diego Martin West, he's using the Beaton, Fitzgerald and all of them. That's what sellers. They don't care about me. They don't care about poor people, they care about themselves. $22 million household just so Carlenbot building one set of thing all over the place. This place has money and everybody has money but on self. Only want money for all and only studying the poor people on the go. All they just want to come to me when it's time to vote and usually and when all they getting for all they studying we do these things. I challenge Dr. Rowley and Diego Martin West. If you want power, he was the commissioner of police. What you have to do, challenge the man in Diego Martin West and show Trinidad and Tobago your mean business. Don't run from reality. Only ball by the other fighters. You don't like him and he don't like you. And you're joining politics. What do you want to do? What do you want to do, people? All them come on now. And only UNC like UNC do something. What UNC do? On that camera, she tries her best to make you happy. What can they do? He make me drive car. He make me do this. But PNM do me all wrong. And everybody just staying down and only UNC, only are gone. I listen to only have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Oh boy.
Morning. Boy, people coming to the senses, man. They're coming to the senses.
Canada, go ahead, Ramnaran.
Yeah. Why?
Mr. Ramnaran, go ahead. Hello? Mr. Ramnaran.
Caller.
Go ahead, caller. Oh.
Hello.
Yeah.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenapuna. Mr. Tenapuna, this is your brother. And I'm telling you, sometimes you is an educated man, but you have to really watch the mouth slipping, because this is what they want to mash up this program. And we, who the callers and the contribution and the people who conscious of this country interest, we have to take more. In other words, we have to think what we saying on the radio when we know they want to do. Now, I don't want it to be a kind of bad feeling with TikTok for you to call back Malcolm X and say they're sitting on that. But we have to be skeptical. Now, Andy, a brother called in and the man really talked. But I was in a lecture with Maurice Bishop when he come to Trinidad. And Maurice Bishop said why he wouldn't call an election in Grenada is because the people in the Caribbean is not politically educated. And when you check the politician of this country, especially PNM, that use psychology, Down syndrome, independence, not self-independent, but independent of the government. Because when you get a house, they say PNM get a house. PNM give you book grant, PNM this, PNM that. But watch what PNM give the children. 90% of the educated children in this country right now with all kind of passes either have to leave the country, or they walking by Pizza Boy, or they walking by some chicken place. I know it had a deal with about Nelly, boy, how much passes in Miaro. And she walking Subway and begging, well, now I hear she get a little teaching work. And then when you look around, it had a thing went viral the other day in Tobago, where like a teacher went mad in the class. When he started to carry on, better do, I ain't teaching all again. All you don't want to learn. I don't know if all Lennox all you could remember that. And here we're going on now. While the people we vote as leaders to seek we interest and to better we their life, them on corruption, them on the rich. Because here we're going. Who financing PNM? Whoever finance NJAC? The 1% ever financed NJAC. Lloyd Best was the most educated economist in the Caribbean. Tapia, the 1% ever financed them, because you know why? Them is Black Party. Now the fight with UNC is the same Black Indian people. So here we're going. It's a threat between them and the 1%. So if you politically put the people mind against the Indians and them for your self-power, because when you check it out, watch the people who are we and them partying with, who they going to the wedding and who they socializing with. And look at what they're doing. You take the Panland and you look into gay a man from India. If it's so, or it's alleged, or wherever it is stupidness. But you give Blue Water, look at how much land. You give the people down in Caranage, where the parents and them march for that land. But the farmers down there, only try to put them out. And look at who only get the water park. Watch out what's really going on. Mental slavery. Worse than physical slavery, you know. Because here what they're doing, Lennox, I'm telling you, you're an educated man, and I come to you because you will have knowledge. All you really study why the government legalized marijuana. All you watch good at how my youths stop smoking cigarettes. All over the places I roll on. Listen, people cleaning weed all over Trinidad like nothing. And in we days when we used to smoke weed, we had to hide from the mother, we had to hide from the neighbor, right? Because we had to have respect and discipline. Right on Charlotte Street and Independence Square, all you go and see, and who legalized marijuana, because you know why? Put the youths, as the brother now say, and Tenapuna now say, the youths in Kenya, they was interviewing one of the young fellas, and the man said that The youths and them need a future. They need to know what is the future for the next generation in this country right now. Ask any youth where you want to be. Like Andy, when we did small, I wanted to be a police. Why sorry I wasn't a police. I got lock up some ministers and let them lost my work. Because everybody talking about who doing wrong and nobody ain't doing nothing. Right? The sisters used to want to be a teacher or they want to be a nurse. How much youths now? All they walk down anywhere and ask them youths and them where they want to be. They can't tell you where they want to be because it has no direction. So you get them weed, you have them bullying in school like it's a norm. You want, just imagine, I have a friend's son going to school, he is 7 years. And he say in E class, them little fellas asking one another, you is a 6 or you is a 7. Watch the future. And we have a government. We in this position and they just on corruption because up to now, all the Rowley and Stuart Young and all of them talking, nobody is telling the nation about that $3 billion, where the Auditor General has to go to court and she has to fight for she own survival. You know, nobody is telling me that. And as the brother say, but still acting Prime Minister. So what is really the future? Then you're coming next week now to tell poor people that see that too expensive. All you gotta buy. Let me tell you something. Most of the drugs for pressure, heart, and the sugar and the basic sickness in this country. If you don't have $1,400 a month, 3 tablets you can get. You hear what I'm telling all the Trinidad and Tobago? And we just going down. That's why I don't like to call because the brother say it's not no time for talking. It's time for we to get rid of these people because remember, and I will repeat it, and every time I call, I'll continue saying it because I'm growing it, I'm born in it, and I've seen it. The 1%, the slave master grandchildren and children is the people who capitalizing and have we in this country in state ways because that's how Lavanti is. That's how Carnage is. Only watch all the areas where we spend them till we dead. Check the crime, check the development, no factory, no future, no nothing. And Sinclair, Westmoreland, you don't hear them protesting for nothing. Nothing. And only just going down. Let me tell all Trinidad and Tobago something. And I go close by saying this. Rowley, Fitzgerald, Hines, and that Stuart Young and all of them administration, you see them people who we elected and put in power to seek we interest, and they feel now they're on top of the world. God have a special place for all, you know. It have a time for everything, you know. And I want all you to know all the riches in both. You're buying all over the place and you're doing everything. You have to dare, you know. Because right in Mukorapode, Sabga in a tomb. And he can't himself come out. All the money, all the change used to be changing in blood. He still can't come out of that tomb. And when all you have to answer to God, all you tell God where was all your contribution to the poor and the oppressed in this country. Because all your wicked boy. And here we go on. The people in this country, we more wicked to ourselves. Because we condoning it. I like we're going on in Kenya. I like we're going on in with this place they call right next to we here, where the slave master never control. Oh God help me now, Lennox. Haiti. Nice, my brother. They never control them slaves. And if you check in Jamaica, a Jamaican will die for his flag, die for his country. He proud. Check a Bajan. A Bajan go down with the twang. Don't care how old a Bajan get. He still have the twang. The Bajan twang. In Trinidad, we are Yankee, Spanish, all kind of twang. All you watch what's going on, and these Spanish people, we come in here right now, just breathing like guinea pig, boy. Them Spanish just breathing everywhere you turn now. You see them with 2-3 babies. And you telling me now, them gain privilege in school when right here we were saying it had no room for we children were born and go up. Boy, let me tell you something. God will help Trinidad and Tobago, but God give me enough knowledge to help myself. And I tell in Trinidad and Tobago, the longer Rowley, not P&M, no, the longer Rowley and Inboth, especially Inboth, Rowley could be innocent, no? Because here we're going, he untied by the evil forces. And the longer them stay, all you go see, and all you feel, all you leaving everything to God. And God put me here to seek for myself. Amen.
Thank you very much. We go for a quick break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Gong Report. We'll be back.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
A lucky owner will win new car. A brand new Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Cunupia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Cunupia.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Need quality printing at affordable prices? Then look no further. At Graphic Source, we've got you covered. Take your project to the next level for all your designs and printing needs. From t-shirt printing to labels, signs, and banners. Look no further. Business stamps, flyers, tickets, and invites, just to name a few. With 2 convenient locations. Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey Stores. And Arima Shopping Center, Broadway Street, Arima. Contact us today. 342-2664, 270-0428, or 360-8917. Graphic Source, your number 1 source. You name it, we design it and print it.
Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. 7 days a week.
6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
67 Western Main Road, St. James. Opposite Standard. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked. With all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches.
Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Get pilau as low as $25. Or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Soup Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. A la carte with burgers, fries, nuggets, gyros, loaded hot dogs. Just about anything you could think about. From 6 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. For more information, call 382-9347 to place your order. Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open 7 days a week at St. James.
The big question today, how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options. Purchase 2 4-foot LED tubes or 1 8-foot or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. and 50 cents. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James or call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620 or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
Election time is coming, and we have all the airtime that you need to get your campaign heard. Any day and time is available to any and all political parties. Let's put the best package together for you. Just call 789-2881. Call and book now.
Looking for top quality and affordable hardware supplies? Then look no further than Midland Hardware, number 97 Eastern Main Road, Aruka. We stock a wide range of tools, water tanks, blocks, lumber, steel, and everything you need for your home and business project. Check out our new display of steel windows and assorted designs of metal curtain rods. Midland also stockpiles sand, gravel, topsoil, and more. We have a variety of kitchen faucets, face basins, and toilet sets, bathroom mat sets, all garden tools, hand tools, generators, power washers, and water pumps. Customers can make payments via links, credit card, online payment, and cash on delivery. WhatsApp 327-7761 for free quotations, or give us a call at 646-2144. Open every day, Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. From foundation to finish, it's all at Midland.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Oh boy, we are back. Time check, it's approximately 31 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
And Mr. Narayan is trying to get you.
Yes.
He said
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Mikey K.
Yes, indeed. Good morning. A refreshing voice.
What I want to say this morning is that I saw Devant Maharaj write an article on the Trinidad Express that if Kamala is fit to lead. I want to ask Devant if he's fit to do anything. Because if he was fit to do anything, he wouldn't leave Trinidad and run to Canada. You know? And keep on writing once that crap about Kamala. You know? I don't think he's even fit to lead his own family. He should be ashamed of himself. If he's so concerned about the UNC, he should have been in Trinidad. And don't leave and run. And they keep on writing. He keep on writing his crap all the time. You know? Because he don't have any shame whatsoever. You know? You're concerned about UNC, you're concerned about this one, you're concerned about the next thing. Stay and fight the PNM. Stay in Trinidad and fight. Don't run to Canada and write once that stupid cannot talk. Because just some winter will start next 3 months and he will hide himself below his snow in Edmonton. You know? So, you know, all in all, these guys, they are no good. You know, they are no good. He should be ashamed of himself. Because Kamala gave him a good position as Minister of Transport and all these things, and he blew it. You know, they're selfish. They're all for themselves. And I would have to say, Bonnet, thanks very much for the opportunity.
How things in Canada? How things in Canada?
Things okay. The weather is nice. Nice.
Well, that means hot sun.
Yeah, it's 30 degrees today.
All right. All right, man.
All right. Thanks very much. Lennox, you have a good day too.
All right, Mr.
Yes,
Ramaran.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course,
Next caller. Morning.
and Hudson is a relative in kind, eh? It's a relative term, comparative term. But go ahead, caller.
Lennox Smith, Mikey K, wherever he is. Lennox, past student. You see this law? I'm alright, sir, and you?
I'm alright, fighting
all
up.
Right,
Thanks very much for your call.
Yeah. I appreciate that. You see this law that the government passed in pertaining to PAN? Let me say this right. That law, just now PAN men go to get license to practice PAN. Just now they go to get license to go in a band to play. Well, you continue to play with this government. You see registration and legislation. Those two words is what the government arm themselves to weaponize themselves against the citizens. Legislation and registration. So, let the citizens continue to play with this government now. Continue to play with this government. Gentlemen, have a good point.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, boy.
Start warning, boy.
Morning.
Morning to the big old man. Morning to
Good morning to you, sir.
Morning to you, the morning Trinidad and Tobago. Andy, my beef this morning is with the Muslims. I say something on behalf. I want the Muslim people especially to listen to me very carefully this morning. Andy, Islamic scholar by the name of Uthman. He came from Canada. He does a lot of charity work throughout the world, helping on Muslims that are not really in the right position. They don't have the help is there. He come out to help those people, the less fortunate ones. The man came in from Canada. Yeah, and it's authorized about 10 or 12 of them. I can't remember how much. And the Muslim people the other day they came out in the savannah and talking about them marching for Muslims in Palestine. Nobody has seen nothing wrong with marching in Israel, Palestine, this and that. But this was more important than that. And the only paper that produced that speak about that was Jack paper. You didn't get it in the Express, you didn't get it in the Guardian. And that when the man reached there the airport, the man who wanted that pressure, they tell him he can't come in this country. Because they blame him as a Muslim, one of them bombers. Bombers with the bomber big country. We can't take no chance. The immigration guy that they were speaking with, he said, boy, tell you all something. We just what job, but that came from higher than us. Which I believe Dr. Rowley or somebody in both one of them running the heights. Tell them not to allow the man to come in Trinidad. And the all kind of bandits and all kind of criminals and all kind of people from all over the world is coming fast through that airport. They don't ask them nothing. The man came with his good heart to help those Muslims less fortunate, bring gifts of whether it's money, whether it's whatever, that's those. And you turn back a man like that, and all the Muslims will be coming out, the Mufti and this one and the Imam, all of them become not one of them to come out, and they should have been around the airport. Next day protesting about that. Dr. Rowley making this country a dictatorship like and Russia and them places. What the man do? He came with a good heart, he came with a good mind to help those less fortunate. You tell him and he can't land, Andy. They didn't let the man come off the plane. They had to stay on the plane and they turned back the plane in Piaco and send them back. And all the Muslims keep quiet. And I hear Muslims talk about that. So this country, boy, when they come out, everybody come out, the Muslim people, all they say no one taking that. All allowing Rowley to do the Islamic faith that all the Muslims supporting the PNM. All the quiet. Well, I was vexed too bad this morning, Andy. I love to listening though.
All right. Oh boy.
And before we go further, I have a receipt in my possession sent to me by a caller about Caroni. Sorry, about the Panchon Bago lands. And while it is not a lease agreement, but it's a receipt from Caroni, because that those lands would have belonged to Caroni at one time. and it says original customer copy, and of course the receipt number is 017889, and it's from the Caroni 1975 Limited. I may get mixed up with the date. It's not too clear. I sent a copy to you, by the way.
Yeah, I see it.
22nd, 2000. And then it says received from Peter Kanhai, Pan Trinbago, the sum of $99 for lease agreement, Pan Trinbago, for 99 years. So this is the only paper trail that we have been able to discover so far with respect to the legitimacy and the intent of the government at that time to give to Pan Trinbago those lands. Now, I am using that as a separate issue from what eventually transpired, because there is the argument, as you know, that there was no lease, but that by itself does not mean that the land was not given. But I think if there's any additional paper trail, because this will mean that an agreement would have had to be made, a lease agreement made at least by Caroni, so it is somewhere in the system or somewhere in the archives that would suggest that Pan Trinbago was in fact the beneficiary of a piece of land. The amount of land and all of that, I think, cost, they say that the natural account, that I have not been able to glean from the receipt, except that, of course, it is a receipt with respect to lease agreement Pan Trinbago from a Caroni 1995 Limited receipt book, and the receipt number is 017889. So we are getting there in terms of attempting to get to the bottom of this thing. I don't know if you have any comment to make on that, or we can use that as a basis for the next engagement with representatives or with concerned parties as far as Pan Trinbago is concerned.
Yeah. Well, all right, we will leave that because remember it's trout, so Pan men know well it have a lease from Caroni itself to Pan Trinbago.
Yes, a receipt. Yes,
a receipt.
Indicating that there's a lease.
Yeah.
Or a lease for Pan Trinbago, yes. 99 years.
Morning, caller.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Imam Kasim here, man. How are you going, man?
I'm all right, Imam Kasim.
Well, it's wonderful to get up in the morning with life, good health, and strength, and to listen to the #1 program, in Trinidad and Tobago, because the contribution you people are making there is to preserve and to protect this country, this nation, Trinidad and Tobago. And I would only wish that, if only the people of this country could realize, that you people are for country, you are true patriots. Anyway, what I want to say is, all the other callers make immense and good contributions. They are on the ball. My observation is that, Andy, is that the ball is not going anywhere. You see, the ball is supposed to be kicked into the goal, and the goalie there is supposed to be able to expect that ball to come towards him. And it is just being played right around the goal, and then it goes back up to the center half and the backward up there. And that's what we are doing. You see, we are spinning top in the mud. In other words, when we are speaking about the 1%, we are contributing to the 1% becoming big bosses in Trinidad and Tobago because we continue to support them. We continue to support these people in their business every single God day. You look at it in the papers, the thing that was to be highlighted in the front page is making in the middle page, you could hardly see it. You see, the thing that is going against the government, the thing that will bring the government out to be seen as a government of oppressors, they are not putting it in the front page. But every God day, we have to go and chase and give these people mileage so they can accumulate wealth upon wealth to come to destroy us. But when the election time comes, they put it into the hands and the coffers of the government to fight because they get lucrative contracts, to do their business every day. The 1% that all those business places they have, you go and see who are the people really supporting them. I talk about Indians and Africans alike. We are there in our numbers supporting these people, getting them rich, getting them wealthier. How then can we fight them? And then there are so many others, and I don't like calling name on the radio, but there are so many others who say they are patriots, and they have different parties where they should come together and fight a good fight within the constraints of being able to be strong in their and not get through the PNM. But what we are seeing, we're seeing these people fighting with their own people, their own party, the UNC. If you are so strong, I want to give Karanai the thumbs up. I want you to give him the thumbs up. Because you are leaving Diego Martin, and you would know where I'm going. You are leaving Diego Martin where you are strong, where you are rested, where you have planted a seed there, to go elsewhere now to upset the apple cart. Oh my gosh. And then you are saying you are a patriot. Then you are saying you have love for the country. It cannot work so, Andy. This is why I always maintain this relationship with you, because you're a man of the word. You stand up for what is right, you enjoy what is right, and you will always continue to do so. So, Andy, all these things that are taking place in the country with Rowley and this Jinda man and the Petrotin deal and the SSA is deflection. Is deflection. Because the regional authority and that now is coming into being. You're seeing the property tax. People are getting their forms, Andy. People are getting their forms to go and pay the money for the property tax. And whilst we are fighting and rolling about all these things, Rowley is laughing and smiling, he and Imbert, because he knows fully well people are not taking and not being observant to understand that the ball that they are playing, they are scoring goal with it by making us to deflect from the right issues in Trinidad and Tobago. So people, let us understand. I do not know what is the take on the opposition as regards to the property tax. I know that they were supposed to go to the court. I don't know if they went to the court and they would have lost the case or what. But the fact of the matter is that we have to be more prominent. We are hearing so many things and acquisitions being made, but yet still we are not achieving the result, Andy. And therefore, we have to stand up as patriots of this country. If we love Trinidad and Tobago, the election is around the corner. Believe you me, Andy, I'm saying Dr. Rowley is going to call an election very, very soon. Believe you me. And when that time comes, we must not get down with our party. I hope and pray that you, as the one who is working the consistency of Sandy Grande, working tooth and nail and finding the amicable ways and means to infiltrate and bring people to that constituency to understand what is the real position, you will be given the opportunity to fight that seat. And whenever that has happened, my support for you will be evident. Take care, you and Lennox and Mikey, wherever maybe, and to all of our ardent listener supporters, let us continue to hit the goal with the ball that we are playing with all the time. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you very much. Next caller, morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, is Basri hearing?
Yeah, go ahead, you're live. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, because, I mean, it has unity in this country. It has unity. And it has patriotism in this country. And if people in this country look at these areas to vote in, who carry the unity and who be more patriotic in any political party, regardless of who go up there for a third party, these guys and them not on focus. We the voters had to determine who will win this election, and this had to be sound more in the country. It's not the guys them whoever want to go and form a third party, whoever want to do, let them do it. But it has two strong parties in this country, which is PNM and UNC. And we have to look and see which one of the parties is more patriotic for country, which one of the party is on the field, is on the ground all the time. For how much years? This next party, UNC, always on the ground, footing it on the ground, based on unity. Lennox could correct me, and them win the 19 seats on their own, the last general election. Lennox, okay, just correct me. Did they win the 19 seats on their own? Right. So there is unity in this country, and we as a people, as Trinbagonian, we have to look for unity, and unity is within one party. Unity is within one party. She called for unity. She called for oneness. And if other people want to go out and divide and let us not focus on those divisions. Then let us focus who bring in unity, who bring in sustainability, who bring in vision, who bring in goals, who bring in development. And it did it once already. and they could do it again because they have it. And all of these people who go, they ever foot the ground like this, like UNC party? They ever foot the ground, they ever in the community, they ever, this woman, Miss Kamala Prasad Bisasa, she always outside there, and she always telling she commands them to go out there. What these other guys who develop in party, some of them foot the ground, but are they diligent like the UNC? This Michaela want to come out to, how long did so much situation in this country ever come out to foot the ground in any area? Come on, people of Trinidad and Tobago, all you hear is have unity in this country, and there's one political party who pushing the unity for growth and development. And we forget those who want to form their own party. Let them go one side, and she called for unity. If they don't want to come, by them. Let us focus on unity and one party that is so strong, and let us go forward. Because watch me. People that say PNM have a unity. What unity? You know what is the unity from my understanding of the PNM? They will scratch each other back. That is why on 9 years now, they can't move none of them from our office, any major office, and put them out. Because each one of them scratching each other back. So if one step down from my purpose, they will talk. They will have talk. They will have bickering against each other. So there's no unity in PNM. PNM is so corrupt that each member's guard is back. So that is why remember the Prime Minister himself say that what? With a mafia, and we keep our secrecy. So we got to understand there's no unity there. Come on, all you got to wake up and see true unity according to the truth and righteousness of this land, of the law of the land, and even the law of God and the righteousness of God within the people of this country. So let's look at it seriously. People of Trinidad and Tobago, there is only one unity party. For years I've been declaring it and calling forward for betterment in our country. And she did it once and she could do it again. And come on, all forget Guy Griffith and Philip them. Them is good guys, the fit or fit. But if they want the division and let it stay one side and divide, the people, and one thing I always say, this one and come together, Jack one and this one down unity, but watch me. We, the people, determine the outcome of the election. Come on, people of Trinidad and Tobago, wake up. We determine the betterment of our country. We determine the better leadership in our country. It could have 10 party there, but we have to choose. And come on, people, listen to the ground report. They always bring a better choice for us to focus and see which one not corrupt and which one more corrupt and which one doing good and which one not doing good. They always detail that for us. No other radio don't give us update like this station. And we have to back this station if anything happens to this station. I'm there to back this station. Everything happened to this station because this station really stand for democracy. This station stand for loyalty. Because just imagine this station just give PNM and UNC to call in. Other station when they call in, those are fighting. But all they really give people to talk on the radio PNM and UNC. So come on, all there is a party to unite and let us unite and focus on what the UNC is doing. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Oh boy. I'm going to take one more call. Take a quick break. Morning.
Morning, Pitbull. Barack Paul calling here. Andy, let me tell you something. And I don't know when people in this country go wake up and see beyond what it is the eyes just look at. Let me tell you something. I sure, and I could put my head on a block, that 100% of the people who does vote for the PNM apply for HDC houses. Some of them waiting 30, 40 years and thing, and always some excuse. Look how easy it is for a government who they does be supporting all the time to take up big property like where they have the pan facility on right now and give it to somebody else. Over 13 acres of land. They could just take by the signing of a paper and say, hey, here what? We're giving these people them this land. Then they could come within a couple of years and say, okay, here what? We're giving the whole of Petrotrin to this other organization. And they go on and on. But yet the fools and them who keep on supporting and like this abuse would keep on going and clapping and letting Rowley tell them all kind of dotishness and have them in all kind of little apartment, them and the whole family, 10, 12 of them, hoping that one day, after 35 years, coming an election, Rowley go call them and say, okay, here what, we give all our keys to our house. And it have house abandoned all over this country, grass growing on it. Just imagine Rat and Manikou living in 5-bedroom house and PNM supporters cannot get a one-bedroom house to live in through HDC, and them cannot wake up to see that. What more they need to understand that this cult that they're supporting is not for them. The same people who just beat PAN, who come now and legalize PAN and say, okay, PAN is all the instrument. All they're supporting the government that is a PAN-based government, and still all they can get a good proper treatment from them. The property on their own. They take all their PAN and give it away to some Indian company to build football and cricket, whoever, and thing. And all they begging, beating PAN for $100 and thing, and begging for land or a HDC apartment. Wake up and understand what's going on. And let me tell people this, you see, you cannot blame an organization for setting up their business and being prosperous in this country if it is the people supported them and the people contribute to partake in their the 1% people is talk about, oh, there is a drain of the country and there is just everybody know that. But these people when come just want to set up their business, they was given these opportunities and now they monopolize the whole business fraternity that they control. If morning the 1% decide that how them closing up shop and going on, here would come worse than Haiti, because about 90% of the population who's employed is be employed within their organization. So unless we don't demonopolize their stronghold that they have on this country and get it back where it is divided equally among the population and the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we can just come and say, hey, let me boycott the one. But if they close on all the KFC, Burger King and Royal Castle, who is the ones that are going to get unemployed in this country? What are they going to do? All them 5-child mother, single parents and things, what are they going to do? Who going to mind them? The neighbor them who complaining, we're going to boycott it, going to support these people. What crime and everything. So we have to look a little beyond what we just see in the country and put things in perspective, and then start to see how we could work to get back this place to where it is. Everybody know that how the PNM is the problem in this country. But we have them there for 9 years. Who willing to lose a life in this country? To say, hey, hear what? We couldn't get rid of the PNM. Nobody. Because life nice in this country. We go wait and look what's going on in Venezuela. You know, everybody don't decide that Maduro to go. The whole of Venezuela decide that Maduro to go. And they go in England change the prime minister last week on there. But you know what? We so doted this country. One carnival in August, carnival in January, Christmas in October. And we forget all the hardship and the bacchanal we're going on in this country, and the robbery and the nasty, stiff and stinking government that is running this country. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Enjoy your holiday. Be safe.
Thank you very much. Morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning. Caller.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. The last caller, as far as prioritization is concerned, national issues, and what, of course, will take Trinidad and Tobago forward. Clearly, our children and our children's children, and of course, the contemporary or existential generations clearly is in jeopardy by a group of individuals who purport to be persons who have the prowess, the capacity, and the ability, and it turned out to be the opposite. And therefore, we are facing, of course, a very detrimental future and a very, what I consider to be unsettling situation as far as our young people is concerned, having regard to crime, the state of the economy, and the inability to attract foreign investment as we would like, and on top of all of that,
hold 1 minute there. Last caller, because we have 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes to the hour.
And hoodwinking.
Go ahead, caller.
Is unfathomable. Go ahead, caller.
Caller. Morning.
Well, we have a lame duck administration, and as I said, moribund, shame to lie down. Caller. Well, of course, we have 2 more minutes, so if you don't make use of it, well, that will expire, and we will have to, not with our desire, but we'll have to make our exit.
Morning, Lennox.
Good morning. Yes, go ahead.
I haven't heard you all mention anything regarding the land for the hill ban. I want to throw you back a few years.
You have exactly 30 seconds. It's 1 minute to the hour of 9 o'clock.
You remember?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We just got a receipt and we just mentioned it.
You remember the government had gotten some money for the whole, I don't think some millions, and that was given to the Steelman Association to build headquarters. That is how they started building there with the frame that's still lying on there.
Thank you very much. Oh boy.
All right. We have an opportunity to say a little more because we'll have, as you know, a segment put aside for that specific purpose, our national instrument and all that is associated with Trinbago and its development. So, see you tomorrow, people.
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago. We have to stand with 104.7 more FM. And again, I'll be coming to you all very, very, very soon. Until tomorrow morning, please, God. Coming up next. Then that's Rhea, and that's not love. We are out of here.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Election time is coming, and we have all the airtime that you need to get your campaign heard. Any day and time is available to any and all political parties. Let's put the best package together for you. Just call 789-2881. Call and book now.
What goes in is a local something that makes it all taste better. It's the flavor of our culture. Come from here, come from there, and everywhere. It's the special flavor that's made us savor at the Royal Castle. Oh, come the Royal Castle. Royal Castle. Flavor to the bone. Royal Castle. Taste the very own. Royal Castle is the local something that makes it all taste better. Taste the unique flavor of our culture at Royal Castle.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and
Shiny and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standard. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked with all your favorite